everyone, welcome to Purling Through Life and welcome to day 4 of VLOGMAS. My name's Melissa and I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday. I've had a very busy day, so I'm filming this kind of late in the day. It's around 5 o'clock. So we're just going to get on with it real quick. I have my advents for day 4 to share with you, and I have some progress on my knitting, plus I have a finished object. So let's get started with the advents, and we will start with the stitch marker advent, and this is from Firefly Notes. So we will open day 4. I still haven't figured out how to open these properly. Ooh, that's cute. So this is a raspberry. That's what I'm thinking. I like this. This is cute. So here it is. And I will take a picture of this and throw it up on the screen so that you can see it better. This is a round stitch marker. And this is a combination of 20 round stitch markers and then some progress keepers. I can't seem to get it off of this paper thing. Here we go. I really like this. This is cute. So here we go. Oh, you won't be able to see that. So hopefully I have already put up a picture of the stitch marker for you to get a better clear so you can see it better. And then of course the cute little paper it comes with. So I like that a lot. That's cute. Alrighty, so there is the stitch marker for day 4. And now we'll move on to the yarn for day 4. This is from Sweet Tea Yarns by Molly Klein Design. So Molly Klein Design, she makes, obviously she dyes beautiful yarn, but she also makes amazing project bags. And she has a few patterns as well, and she also sometimes has stitch markers. So, and she has a shop on Etsy, and of course it's linked down below. So go ahead and check her out. So here's day 4. Let's see what we have today. Oh, so pretty. So here we go, the yarn for day 4. So it's blue and white. And it is still going along with the subtle colors, the very calm colors, and I'm loving it. Just loving it. Very happy with this advent so far. So that is day 4. And now I will show you my socks, my advent socks from Freckled Whimsy, and they're living in this bag, and this is from Twisted Yarn and Fiber, which I'm never going to get their name right. So this is the color stripe for day 4, and these are knit socks. These are vanilla socks, and they're knitting them on 2 needles, but they're being knit concurrently. So here is the first sock, and that green is the color for day 5. That's the color. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. So that's the color. Here's the second sock. So here, this is how they're looking so far. I'm loving them. I'm loving them. And when they are done, I will show you, because I got this sock advent last year, and I've never worn those socks. I haven't worn them yet because I have a lot of socks. So I will do a comparison because this is already, I can tell, turning out different from last year's. So those are all of my advents for day 4. And now I will show you some knitting. And I have a finished object, one finished object. And they are a pair of socks. I believe I said yesterday that I was very close to getting these done. Well, they're done now. Here we go. 2 socks done. And let's see. So, these are vanilla socks, and I knit them on a magic loop. Magic loop, I cast on 64 stitches. I use a 2.25 needle, and I knit the cuff for 15 rounds, a 2x2 rib, and I do a shorty sock, and then I did a heel flap and gusset, which most times I do an afterthought heel, but for some reason, I don't know why, I wanted to do the heel flap and gusset, but that made the sock, I didn't measure right, because you measure it a bit differently than if you're doing afterthought heel. So the sock is too big. It's too long, but that's okay. It's not like so long that I can't wear it, but it would be uncomfortable in a pair of shoes, but around the house, it'll be fine. So a little bit too long. So here they are, and they're Christmas socks. I'm not sure. I guess they seem Christmassy. You see how this looks? That is looking brighter than it actually is. It looks very dark when the light isn't shining on it. So I'm not sure how I feel about these socks, but they're done. Let's see the yarn. I have a lot of yarn left because I do shorty socks. So I have this much left. And the yarn is by Bumblebee Acres. And the name of the colorway is Holly Jolly Christmas. It is a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer inspired yarn. And this is on their bubble sock, which is a 2-ply yarn. And it's superwash merino, 80% superwash merino, 20% silk. And it's 400 yards. And that's it. So they are done. And I can probably see they're too big. If they're too big for me, they're going to be too big for all my kids. And I know one of my daughters said she really liked them. She's actually got small. She's got a lot of a much smaller foot than I have. So these would be way too big for her. But I'll see if they want them. If one of them wants them, they can have them because I am not so sure about them. But they're done. And and the heel is done in Knit Picks Stroll yarn, which is, I don't know, it's superwash merino and nylon as well. And I believe this is Aurora Heather. I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure I put it away. So that's a finished object. So that's good. So I got one pair of socks done that I wanted to get done. Yay. And then I worked on, obviously I worked on my Advent socks. And then I worked on these socks that are living in this bag by Cedar Hill Farms. And this is socks by Mustache Yarns in the colorway of Very Hobbit Christmas. And I'm knitting these 2 at a time, and I'm loving it. I actually am loving it. Who'd thought? So they're on Magic Loop 2.25. So I'm right in the middle of, how the heck did I do that? So I'm right in the middle of, I finished one sock and I've not finished the other sock. It shouldn't matter. You should still be able to see. I don't want the needles falling off. How did I must have got interrupted and then forgot. So here they are. So where the stitch marker is, I can't remember. Yes. So that's where I was on the stitch the last time I showed these. So I've knit all of that on both socks from like there to there. So I've done that on both socks. I love these. Just love these. These are knit the same, just 2 at a time. They're knit cuff down, and it's a vanilla sock, 2.25 millimeter needles. Everything's the same. Look at them. I love them. So eventually I am going to place some type of stitch marker, generally, and not necessarily, because I'm going to knit all 24 stripes, so these probably won't be shorty socks. But I'm going to put a stitch marker in there somewhere, just so when I do decide where to put the heel, I have the count right. So I know, like this here, I know that's a for the back side of the sock, that is at stitch number 16, because you have 32 on the front and 32 on the back if you cast on 64 stitches. So that is at 16. So I'll do that one a bit farther down, so that when I do go to place the heel, I'll have the stitches right. You know, does that make sense? So there we go. So I got that much done on these. I'm loving them. I love doing these. So it's another way to make knitting socks, you know, interesting, not so boring. And then the final thing I want to show you is my throw. This is an Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart. And there it is. And it's living in this bag by Cottontail Farms. I finally added on day 2's yarn. I have a stitch marker, but I forgot to move it, so I can't remember where I was. I forgot to remove the stitch marker. But here we go. So I got the first color done, and then I've added the second color. And in case you haven't been watching, I'm using my Advent yarn from Sweet Tea Yarns for this. And this is day 1, and this is day 2. Here's day 2's yarn. So there it is. And I need to move the stitch marker now so that I can show you the progress tomorrow. Although I don't think I'm going to get a lot of knitting done tonight because I have things I have to do. Life. It's been a very busy day. So I still have stuff I have to do. So there we go. And I'm knitting these on 3.5 millimeter needles. And I should probably get some needle stoppers so I don't lose anything. Yep. So that is all I have to show you today. Did I think that's it. Yep, that's all that I have to show you today. If I've missed something, you have any questions, please go ahead. Feel free to leave me a comment, or you could send me an email, either or. But that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of Vlogmas. Bye for now.